Welcome, yogis. I'm Anne. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's get started in child's pose. As you come into child's pose, send your hips back towards your heels. I like to keep my knees close together. To start, you're more than welcome to widen your legs. Reach your arms forward, relax the elbows, let your forehead connect to the earth. Take a nice, slow, long, deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Again, deep breath in. Sigh it out. Close your lips this time. Deep breath in. Keep that same ha sound. Exhale through the nose. And then try to find it with the next inhale. That little bit of constriction in the back of your throat, helping to ignite your Ujjayi breath. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Start to find the active arms. Spread your fingers wide. Lift the forearms off the ground. Wrap the triceps down to the earth to widen across your upper back and shoulders. Reach forward through the fingers, but reach back through the tailbone. Feel yourself active, pressing down through each finger pad, and also feeling the space between your thumb and index finger, anchoring to the earth. Keep the energy in the arms, slowly migrate up onto your hands and your knees. If you need to, widen your knees underneath your hips, melt your heart, gaze forward. Keep your hands active here. Press down through the shins, exhale, round your spine, pressing down through index finger and thumb. Inhale, melting heart, widen across your chest and collarbone. Exhale, round through your spine. Neck getting long. One more time, inhale, melting the heart. And exhale, rounding through spine. Find neutral in your spine. And take your right hand, reach it up to the sky and just opening up the back a little bit. Exhale, right hand comes down to the ground. Just on the switching sides, left arm reaching up, and keep lifting up through your right hip. Mine wants to dip really bad. Exhale slowly, left hand comes down. Let's do that one more time. Right hand reaching up, just waking up our spine. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Left arm lifting up, inhale. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Take your toes, tuck them under, and lift the knees just 1 inch off the ground. Pull the belly in, activating the core. So the knees are just barely hovering off the earth. Feel your heart reaching forward, pull the belly up and in. And we have about 3 more full deep breaths here. So not super long, but you'll feel your body say, okay, hello, I'm awake. Here I am. Good, 1 more full deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up and back into down dog. Pedal the legs out a little bit. Adjust the length in your down dog if you need to. I always like to shift forward into a plank and kind of adjust my hands and feet in plank and then head back into down dog. That usually works really well for me. Everybody's a little different. All right. Let's find stillness in down dog. Heels get heavy. Hide your heels behind your ankle bones. Wrap the triceps down. And just pause. Feel length in your back. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to just be. Throughout the practice, if you need to rest, child's pose is always available. Take it at your own pace. Inhale, come forward into plank. Strong body. Exhale, down dog. Good. Plank, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Warming up the shoulders. 1 more time, plank. This time, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower to your belly. You can use your knees down. Make sure you're staying nice and strong. The elbows are pointing back. Chest is staying open. Shoulder heads are lifted. They're not dipping. Come to your belly for cobra. Shoulders rolled on the back. Lifting the heart. pressing the feet down. Spread your toes out. Reach back and together through the elbows. Try to keep your neck neutral. Take another full deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Press up onto your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes, down dog. Walk your feet slowly forward to meet your hands. Come into a forward fold. Feet are hips width. Bend the knees generously. Head hangs heavy. Grab across for opposite elbows and sway side to side. Belly hugging up and in to support the lower back. Can you release your head a little heavier? Switch the grip in your forearms just to help balance the brain out. Pause in the center if you're swaying and just get a little bit heavier. Release the arms, knees are soft, ragdoll, up to stand. One vertebrae at a time, coming up, 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 up. Shrug your shoulders up, back, and down the back. Finding mountain pose. For a moment, close your eyes. Feel your practice has now began. Set an intention for today. Set your intention in the present tense like it's already happening. Getting one step closer to the outcome. Eyes blink open. Inhale, arms stretch to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Step back slowly, plank pose. Take a deep breath in. Chaturanga, exhale. Use your knees if you need. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Rise to your tippy toes, bend your knees. Step, hop, or walk to the front. Half lift, inhale. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale, arms stretch to the sky. Exhale, gather hands in front of heart. Inhale, reach tall. Fluid with our movement. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold back in. Slowly step to plank. Take a deep breath in. Chaturanga, either for cobra on your belly or pause halfway for up dog. Flipping to the tops of your feet. Your knees are lifted. Arms are strong. Belly hugging in. Down dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Let it go. Let's do one more round. Rise to toes, bend knees, step or float to the front. Half lift, inhale. Knees can be soft here. Exhale, fold, but the legs are strong. Inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Step, or if you'd like, lightly hop, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Rise to tippy toes, bend your knees. Step or lightly hop forward. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stretch arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Let your hands drift alongside your body and just pause in Tadasana. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your body waking up. Let's deep step our feet together, big toes touch. You can modify with your feet at hips width if you need to. Helps with lower back pain if you need that. Sit down, Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight is back in your heels, so the toes should be light enough that you can lift the toes, so try that. Spread them out, and then ground them back down one at a time. Pinky toe first, all the way down. Take a deep breath in.
Exhale, fold over your knees, release the legs at the bottom. Gaze out, flat back. Step or hop back, chaturanga. You can skip the vinyasa if you don't like doing vinyasas or you need to conserve energy, please do so. Meeting in down dog. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, round your spine, and step your right foot forward right by your right thumb. Turn the back left heel down for warrior one. The feet are in line with your hips here, squaring the hips towards the front. Sweep your arms forward and up. So for our first warrior one, just actively, take your hand to your right hip and just tug that right hip back, right? And then remind your tailbone to be reaching down and your front hips to be lifting up. Another way I like to do this is take your right hand around to your left rib cage and pull that left rib cage forward. And then hands are reaching up, and hands can stay apart. Palms can come together. Some of it's style, some of it's preference, some of it's what our bodies can do, right? So if you have shoulder injuries, keep your arms wider, or even hands at your heart here. Bend a little deeper into that front leg, but keep rooting down through the outer edge of your left foot. Feel your left inner thigh reaching back. Take one more full deep breath if you like, and your hands aren't together already. Reach up, seal palms, maybe gaze up. Find that natural back bend in the pose. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step to plank. If you want more, let your right foot hover as you lower chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Beautiful, down dog, exhale. Left leg to the sky, hips are level. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, round your spine, and step forward. Get the hand right up next to your left hand to start. Turn your back heel down, rooting down, rise up to stand. So again, take your left hand to your left hip and just hug that left hip back. And then reach your left hand around towards your right rib cage and pull that right rib cage forward. Strengthen the back leg, front hip points lift up, tailbone reaching down. This is a back bend, one leg's forward, one leg's back, so naturally we're in a little bit of a back bend, but I want you to think of lengthening up out of your waist. Hands can stay apart or together. Breathe. Feel yourself spreading the toes out if they're gripping a lot. Using our sticky mat here, take another breath in. Maybe reach up, seal palms. Excellent. Hands to the earth, exhale. Step back, float your left leg, chaturanga. Don't let the shoulder heads dip below the elbows if you're transitioning into up dog. Keep those shoulders safe. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Rise up onto your toes, bend your knees, step or float to the front. Feet together, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. We have chair pose, Utkatasana. And a little surprise here. Rise up onto your tippy toes and slowly squat all the way down. Try not to use your hands if you can avoid it. Can you sit back and lift your feet up for boat pose? Knees can stay in that tabletop or legs can straighten. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, toes active, 2, 1, lower halfway down, pause for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up and lower, woo, and up, exhale, lower. Let's do 3 more. Lift, chest stays lifted, and lower. For 2, lift, and lower. 1 more, lift, and lower. Hands together. Go over to the right with your index fingers released and pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come across. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got this. One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, rock and roll. Up and down your spine. We're gonna rock back into chair pose. So think about what it looks like. Feet to the earth, Utkatasana chair. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Good job. Half lift, inhale. Palms plant, step or hop back. Chaturanga, up dog. Excellent, down dog. Right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Warrior one, rise up, inhale. Kiss the palms. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, maybe float right leg, chaturanga. Up dog. Beautiful, down dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose and step through. Warrior one, root down to rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Float the left foot, let it hover, chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Downward facing dog, widen your feet, take them a little closer to your hands. It's a really nice restorative down dog. You can stay here or twist with me. Right or left hand first reaches underneath towards the outer right ankle. Pull a little bit with that left bicep. Breathe here for 5. Press through your right arm. It's strong. And switch. Left hand to the mat. Right hand reaches under like a little hook. Grab a cross from the outer left ankle. Pull a little bit with the right bicep. Pull the belly in. Press through the left shoulder, left arm. Breathe. You've got this. Beautiful. Right hand releases. Walk your hands back to your feet. Turn your toes out, heels in. Squat into Malasana. As you come down into this Malasana squat, if you need a block underneath your sitting bones or a towel or something underneath your heels, use that. Bring your hands to your heart. Elbows pressed towards inner knees. And some of us just can't get the heels down. And that's okay. So just keep working towards it. Close your eyes. Allow yourself that still space for a moment. Opening up the hips and the lower back. One more deep breath in. Beautiful. Exhale, fingers to the mat, hips go to the sky. Heel toe your feet back to about hips width. Walk forward, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Rise to your toes, bend your knees, step, hop to the front. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, fold back in. Utkatasana, here we are. Little different this time, so I'm gonna back up a little to give myself some room. Rise up onto your tippy toes. Bring your hands to your heart. Hold that space for a moment. Squeeze your ankles together. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then as slowly as you can, lower down into a squat. As you come down into a squat, widen your knees. Some of you might just stay here. If you do, stay lifted a little bit off your heels. That's engaging your legs quite a bit. If you want to come into bakasana with me, bring your hands shoulder distance apart. Lift your hips up. Hug your knees around your outer upper arms. Shift the weight forward. Look forward, that's helpful. Belly hugs up and in. Right foot lifts, that might be enough for some of us. Left foot lifts as a bonus. Keep your shoulders lifting, press your fingers. Your fingertips are clawing the earth. Take another breath and lower down. Step your way back to plank from where you're at. Pause in plank. Let's take 5 strong breaths here. I am strong. Remind yourself of that. Deep breath in. Down dog. Exhale. Feet together at the back of your mat. Reach your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee. Open your right hip up. Exhale. Right knee taps right tricep. Inhale, foot to the sky. Bend your knee. Open up. Come under your body. Tap left tricep. Inhale, foot to the sky. Bend the knee, open up. Exhale, step through. Warrior 2. Front heel to back arch or back heel. Come on up. Sink down into your legs. As you sink down into your legs, spread your toes out. Make sure the back toes are angled forward a little bit. Arms lengthening out nice and long. Beautiful. Take your hands to the sky for a moment. And take a deep breath in like you're reaching up towards the sky. With your exhale, pull push the hands down towards the earth, getting rid of any negative energy. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And as you do, sink into your legs a little bit more. Reach up, gather some strength. Exhale, push away what's not serving you. One more time, inhale, finding all the energy you ever would need for the full day. And exhale, rid yourself of any stress. Arms lengthen out. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Exhale, side angle, form to thigh or reach deeper, top arm up and over ear. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. One more time, reverse. And side angle. Come back to warrior two. We're gonna straighten our front leg, and I encourage you to bring your back foot in just a little bit. If you have a block and you would like to use it, place it to the outer right shin here. Hips will shift back, reach forward, and then down to your right shin or your block. Left hand to the sky for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Keeping the shoulders squared to the side. Squeeze your feet and your thighs together like you're gonna scrunch your mat up here. Feel your core turned on. It's not about touching the ground. So if you touch the ground, you've lost a lot of your core connection. So think about lengthening out just a little bit more. 3 more breaths. Body is active. You can stay with this pose or join me, left hand to left hip. Bend your right knee slightly, take your block with you, place it under your hand if you need to. Reach forward in front of your pinky toe about a foot. As you lift your left leg, keep your toes turning to the left. Foot lifts about the height of your hip or higher. And again, a block is great here. If you found your balance, your right foot is still pointing straight forward. It hasn't turned at all. Change that if it has. That's your foundation. Left hand reaches to the sky. Beautiful. As you're in Ardha Chandrasana here, finding yourself lighter and lighter on your right fingers. We got 2 more breaths. Yogis, I want you to find your warrior two as quietly as possible. So bending your right leg, stepping back without a sound, sinking in, inhale, back to reverse. Cartwheel down to a runner's lunge. Whoo, step back to plank, float your right foot. Chaturanga, nice job. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky, bend your knee, open your left hip up. Left knee, left tricep. Foot to the sky, bend your knee, open up. Cross under your body, tap your right tricep. Core is strong. Foot to the sky, bend your knee, open up. Step through, warrior 2 feet, front heel to back arch. Root down and rise on up. Breathe. Sink down into your legs. Again, angle those back toes forward a little bit. Strong back leg, lengthening out through your arms. Settling into the pose, reach up to the sky with your arms. So as you reach up, I want you to sink in a little bit deeper. Gather again, energy. Exhale, press what's not serving you down to the earth. Inhale, gather strength. Exhale, pushing away any fear. Inhale, gather peace. Exhale, ridding yourself of any anxiety. Reach your arms out nice and long. Gaze forward over your front left hand. Reverse your warrior. Lift up out of your waist here. Try not to push too hard on that back leg. Side angle. I like to rest my forearm to thigh. Top arm revolving up and over your ear, lengthening through the back leg even more. Inhale, reverse. Feel that fluid movement, dancing within the pose. Exhale, side angle. One more time, reverse. And side angle, exhale. Come on up to warrior two. Straighten out the front leg. I don't want you to feel like you're gonna go into the split, so take the back foot in a little, that's helpful. Keep the back foot slightly angled forward still. Reach back through the hips. Now lengthen out through your left hand until you can't go any further, and then shift your arms. hand on a block if you need. Reach up, up, up through the right arm. Shoulders square, keeping that back hip wrapping down just a little bit. Strengthening. Notice how I'm not locking out this front leg. If you do, you're losing a lot of strength. So strong legs, squeeze your thighs together. Breathe, experience that point in a pose where you kind of want to come out of it. We all know that point. That's what I want you to breathe into. How can you push through that space? It's hard to do when you're at home by yourself, but I'm right here with you, and I feel it too. So you can stay here working this Trikonasana, or take right hand to right hip, look down, keep your left foot forward. If it turns at all, you gotta adjust it. Reach forward about a foot. In front of your pinky toe, use your block under your hand as you lift your right foot. Toes turn out to the right. Feel your outer hip turn on. Bend your standing leg if you need. Right hand to the sky as a bonus. Turn your chest even more to the right. If you feel wobbly, look down. That's helpful. Breathe. Be right in this space, right in the pose, whether it's super simple for you or the hardest thing you've ever done. Take another 2 breaths. You've got this. And if you fall, you fall. It's okay. Quietly, we find warrior 2. Step back. One more reverse warrior. Inhale. Cartwheel down. Find your runner's lunge. Step to plank. Hover your left foot. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog or child's pose. Let's take 5 full deep breaths. Receive what you've done so far. Let it go. You're doing so awesome. We're almost there. Let's come back into down dog. One more time. We're going to rise up onto our toes, bend the knees, step, or float to the front of our space. One more time, feet together. Utkatasana, chair pose. Rise up onto your tippy toes and slowly lower down. Going back into boat. This doesn't work for your knees. You get there however you need to. And as you come back into your boat pose, pause. Let's bring our hands together. And you're going to bring your hands all the way over towards the left and then drop your hands down. Good. Inhale up through center. Exhale, drop the hands down to the right. Good. Inhale up through center, all the way to the left. Drop the hands and lower your right leg to a hover if you have more. Inhale up, bring that knee back up through center. Drop your hands to the right, lower your left leg to a hover. Good. Inhale up through center. We have one more opportunity to try that. Hands down, right leg lowers to a hover. Shaking is happening. Last time up through center, all the way to the right. Drop the hands, lower your left hand down. You don't want to be super rounded in your spine, so chest is open. Come up through center. Pause, separate your hands, rock back, and rock up into a low squat. So feet together, knees wide. Some of us will want to rest and just bow over our feet. Some of us will want to try bakasana one more time. Hands shoulder distance apart. Knees are way up high by the shoulders, but on the outer upper arm, so not just on the back of the triceps. Pull the belly in like somebody's punching your tummy. Lifting one foot up as high as you can. Lifting second foot up as high. Feet together. Look forward, that helps. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower down, pause and rest. For those of you feeling frisky, you can try bakasana one more time, or you can try baby bakasana, which I think is just a funny pose and fun. So you're down on your forearms, right? Your knees are up by your triceps. You lean forward. Try your best to keep your feet off the face and see if you can lift your toes. Push down through your forearms, lift your heads of your shoulders, and then come on down. Let's step back to plank pose. Take yourself through a vinyasa if you want that to clear the practice. Cobra, up dog, or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Awesome job. Rise up to your toes, bend your knees, step, hop, jump through to your sitting bones. Let's bring our feet together, knees apart. Sit up nice and tall. And as you're in this cobbler's pose, you'll fold over your feet. The feet are in closer towards your groin today. I like to stretch my hands forward. Let your head hang. Breathe and just be. You did great. We fit a lot into that condensed class. Allow yourself to feel the energy of your practice. Come back to the intention of your practice today. Why do you show up on your mat? What is your goal with this practice? And then walk your hands in, slide your feet out another foot or so, depending on your height. Lift up and then round and come back into it. It's just a little different stretch. If you're really open today, you might rest your forehead in that inner arch of your foot. If that's like way off, then someday, maybe not. I always surprise myself. Some days I can, some days I can't. I encourage you, just try turning your palms to face up here. Release the energy in your hands. Be still for a moment with your body. As we practice, we move stress through our body. We push it out through our pores, with our breath, with our sweat, with our movement. We gain all this space, roll up slowly, to fill our cup with whatever new we want to bring into our lives. Anchor your feet down, reach your hands forward, tuck your tail, and roll down. So as we continue to build our practice and move our body and breathe and sweat and be present, we end up getting so much more space. Stretch your arms over your head and your feet out long to just take on new things. Bring your right knee into your right shoulder, hug it in, keep your left leg long. So I want you to ask yourself the question, what do I want from this practice? You're gonna get a lot from it no matter what. It's organically already happening. But the more you focus your energy on what you want from it, the faster those things will come to you. Bring your right knee all the way across to the left. I encourage you to scoot your left hip under just a little bit. That way you can hold your right knee down. If you can't get it to the ground, maybe place a block below it. And then right arm stretches back to the right. And it's normal for your right shoulder to be lifted. I want your right knee to be down. So if your right shoulder is lifted, that's okay. Universal twist. Rinse out your body. Organically, our body is getting this great release from our practice. Our muscles are remembering what we do. And as we're consistent, we build this practice. We build the poses. What was once the hardest thing we've ever done becomes easy, just like anything in life. Stay with it. Come on back to your back. Left knee in, right leg long. Let that knee come off to the left a little bit. When you're squeezing your knee in respectively, ascending and descending colon, get that rinse. So just helping our organs flush out any toxic stuff that they haven't been able to release. Beautiful. And then twist your left knee to the right. Scoot the right hip under. That's super helpful to get the knee grounded. And then let your left arm come back. And again, left shoulder might be lifted. So this pose, we want the knee anchored down, and it's okay to have the shoulder lifted. If you need support because that's too much, place a block either below your knee or below your shoulder arm, rinsing out the body of any tension, opening up these new passages and pathways through our body for energy to move, for things to build. It really is magical once you start thinking about it, and once I even just start talking about it. I'm just like so in this space where I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I practice. And I always feel a little bit better than when I started. Just a little bit is plenty. It's enough to keep me going. Come on back to your back. Take a happy baby pose. Just release your lower back from that twist we did. If you need anything else, I encourage you to take that last final pose here, if your body's craving something. If not, wrap your forearms around your shins, nose to knees, take a deep breath in. Hold your breath, squeeze your body, push anything that's not supposed to be there out of your body. Sip in a little bit more air through your mouth. Hold, squeeze. Exhale, spread out onto your back. This is where truly the magic happens. This pose is just as important as every other one, so don't rush out of it. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath, and with your exhale, just sink your energy into the earth below you. This is where our journey ends, but I encourage you to stay in Shavasana today for as long as you have time for. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's so good for you. This is where your body remembers and takes in all the information that you did, memorizes it, stores it, and gets rid of what it doesn't need. Let's seal our practice together. Bring your hands together right at your center of your forehead. Say to yourself, I am willing, I am ready, I am open to receive. I am willing, I am ready, I am open to receive. And I thank you for joining me. I can't do this practice in this capacity without you being there on the other side of the screen, so let's stay on this journey together. Thank you so much. Namaste.